Hi everyone. It's good to see the faces that I know or the new faces here. Welcome again from my side. And today, as you can see from the title, we are going to just discuss, and I'm going to explain you how we initiated one of the recent trends in the app marketing in InnoGames. So first of all, about InnoGames, that InnoGames has founded in Hamburg 13, 14 years ago, and we are mainly focused on the mid-core and the casual genre. And one of our biggest titles that we are live also, that Forge of Empires, Sunrise Village, and Rise of Culture. And me is, I'm a performance marketing manager with 7+ years experience. That before Germany, I had quite a journey across the world in different industries, different brands. And right now, I am working in InnoGames with a focus on gaming in the last 3.5 years. And the agenda, of course, if I'm going to share a project about narrative marketing, I would like to also highlight what is narrative marketing indeed in gaming and in other industries. And then I'm going to just skip to the part how we built the project, then discussing the results, and how we decided to implement the results in our product. And I'm going to conclude the presentation with the takeaways. So first of all, what is the narrative marketing? It's actually the marketing strategy that to create a unique bond with your users or with your customers. So what is the difference than just advertising your product just with the mechanics? First of all, that these marketing needs to invoke some emotions in your users, because we are in the very competitive markets for every product. So it's kind of to position your product different than your main direct or indirect competitors. And because of those relate that user can find, that they also, based on the all analysis, it's proven that they actually quicker to react on your brand or on your app, that they download and they start to use it earlier than just the marketing that you're just promoting your mechanics. And it's, of course, not the reinventing the wheel at all. That we did see also quite an example for non-gaming apps. But today, of course, I'm going to talk about how we built this project for a gaming product. So this project has run for Sunrise Village. Sunrise Village is a casual game that we had launched 2 years ago very successfully. We had really good performance and the retention numbers. However, after 2 years, that we had the challenges with the scaling the app further. So scaling that, having more users in the app and having more sustainable long-term revenue stream for the app. And I'm going to show you actually one ad that this is the ad we used during the soft launch. And it's an amazing ad you're going to see now. It's made with CGI production, and it worked really well in the beginning, but it was not enough for us to scale the product even further. Oh, can we have a sound? No, I guess we can't. Yeah, as you can see, it's a very nice ad, right? Like it was really successful for us for some time, but again, that we didn't see that it was enough for us to scale with Sunrise Village and just make it different than our main competitors, especially in casual and simulation genre, focusing on the female audience. So as a project manager, of course, I'm coming from a very experienced marketing background, but I also realized that I needed the information about the product and our main audience, because we already had 2 years of data, and just I needed the view from other departments, how we can really, really improve this strategy for the Sunrise Village. That being said, that even though, again, this project born in the marketing, but we had a very good collaboration for this project, including the product team, analytics team, and the creative design team. And I'm now going to explain you step by step how we build this collaboration and how each contributed this project, apart from making this only a marketing project. So first of all, my first question was, okay, if we are going to try to show the game, or if we want to position this game different than our competitors in the market, so first we really understand what is our audience. So, but I'm not talking about, okay, 35 to 50 years old female age group. I'm just talking about what is the persona. So being that we first run multiple surveys for our payer and non-payer audience, just the understanding their user motivations, their gaming behaviors, and the interests and hobbies, basically why they are still active in this app. And after these results, of course, our analytics team had the full survey preparation and the analysis, and we came up with these 5 persona types. These are the personas that who is active in the app and they can be counted as our regular payers. And then after of course, after the results, now we kind of delimited our target group, so decided to, okay, whatever we're gonna come up as a concept, we need to focus on these personas here. And after that, once I had these results, that I went to a product team and I just asked them, okay, we want to produce the new concept for the game, and if we want to see if it works. But if it's going to work, are you willing to make implementation or the adjustments in the product too? Because again, that the good marketing also comes with the very matching product, right? So without this growth and without the implementing that in the product, it shouldn't be, the results is not going to be the long term. And they were very happy to help us, and we started diving into what is the real story in the game, what is the mechanics, what are the characters, if we can add new characters in the product, and of course the competitor analysis, that what we've done. And I have to say that of course what is with the narrative marketing, the results that we did see, Merge Gardens and the other games was kind of our the projects that we try to benchmark to ourselves. And the concept ideation. So this concept ideation, what I mean is, okay, what kind of ad concept that we can show to our users, those personas, and just to get their reflection. So, but we had 3 questions to answer before we come up with even the different concepts. So first one, what kind of potential narratives or the concept could appeal to our audience, which I mean these 5 personas that we defined that these are our main audience. Secondly, what is the scale and potential of this winning narrative? Because it's not about getting the good results, but we want to also scale further with those, right? Like that was the main challenge that we faced with Sunrise Village. And lastly, of course, can we integrate this narrative when it becomes successful into game? Can be the early scene in the game, can be the new chapter in the game. So we just wanted to make sure the narrative that we are going to propose to our users should be also implementing in the game or in the product eventually. And in the end, together with our creative design team, of course, we came up with these 5 different concepts. So just for you to know that actually we had a story in the game, but that's what we realized, that the story was not visible in the first chapter to the user. So that's why what we did with this concept, just showing the story from the different angles, that can be romance, that can be environment protection, can be science fiction, family, and the mystery. And under every concept, we also had 3 to 4 variations, just to understand this, just to also measure the concept from the different perspectives. So just to understand, okay, how different personas also reacts to these different concepts. And in the end, we decided to run this 21 narrative ads that we produce actually in 3 to 4 months. So just don't look at here that I'm just presenting very quick for you. And we decided to compare this 21 narrative ads with our 4 top video ads, historically best performing for Sunrise Village. But the test setup, so okay, we do have the benchmark assets, we do have the control assets. So first we define the KPIs. So even though I'm sharing multiple KPIs here, our primary benchmarks were IPM and retention, because CPI can be high, but LTV is going to be high, so in the end you are still scaling further profitable. But we just wanted to see that if the user tends to click and they download faster or more and still retain in the game or retain in the app longer. But other than that, of course, we define the kind of traction is very important, which is the spend or the how much we are scaling with this creative, and also the lower funnel KPIs such as LTV. These are the secondary KPIs that we wanted to make sure it's okay. And in the end, that we included 2 channels for this test: Meta for upper and early mid funnel, and Iron Source for mid to lower funnel. And one of the reasons, actually, first we initially wanted to have the test in Meta, but of course, because of the iOS and the scan tracking, that we realized that lower funnel might be very hard for us to measure. So we included Iron Source iOS into this test to understand how iOS is also behaving or resulting for this project. And the results. So I'm just going to share the, of course, winning video, because we don't have time for seeing 21 ads. But this is our winning video. Like, of course, we had also different ads, but this one, just no discussion, that everyone was on the page. Okay, yeah, this is really good, and our users potentially liked it very much.
We were once a happy family, but after my father lost his job and my parents split, he left with my twin brother. For years, I never heard from him again until my mother passed away and I inherited the family farm. Now he's returned, twisted by jealousy and intent on causing havoc on the farm.
Wait, my grandpa has a brother?
So, I mean, probably what you see that the first probably 20 seconds of the ad has nothing to do with the game. There is no game mechanics. You actually don't even explain the product, why this product works. But our IPM just doubled, and our LTV was super good, and the spend on both platforms was super high, and that's why we decided, okay, so this is something for us to continue. And really, when we look at the results, of course, that the upper to mid-funnel Meta, as you can see, of course, we are talking about significant result here. So we had quite a good spend, and we proved the almost 50% higher IPM with this video ad compared to our control ads. CPI was 80% lower, and day 7 retention was 9% higher. And immediately, we carried that to our Iron Source iOS platform too. And as a result, that again, the ad became the top spend in less than 3 days. And we had 57% higher LTV. Our CPI was higher, the opposite to Meta, by 4%. But in the end, we also had 30% higher day 7 retention. So, of course, it depends on the product, depends on what you can do, or capabilities is always going to change. But we do consider that as a success, and the message from our users that what they want to see in the game. And just a spoiler alert, actually, we just also finalized one survey in the company, and we realized actually our users really has an interest in the adventure and mystery topics more than what we were selling with the farming or the environment. So that's actually, again, the key message what we learned from this test. Okay, again, after 5 months, it's always easy to talk about, okay, this is what we've done, and this is not what we are doing right now. But it's not easy, right? Because we included analytics, product, everything together. So what are our next steps? How we are going to implement this, or how we are going to evaluate these results? First of all, that the product adjustments, that right now our product team is preparing the A/B test intro scene for our game, and we are going to start testing that starting by mid-December, and this test is going to run for a month. So that means that we want to see if this intro scene has also positive impact on retention on our users, regardless of which ad they ended up in the game. Creative production, which means, okay, we found the winning creative, but we need to also produce more creatives and test even more channels other than Meta and the Iron Source to secure that, yeah, it's scalable in UA. And yeah, we are producing more creatives because our also aim is to scale the user acquisitions. And the takeaways is actually, yeah, what I can say, whatever you're doing, especially for this growth marketing projects, that it's very crucial to find and know your product and the player very good. for this narrative marketing, that the reason, again, we came up with the 5 concepts and 21 ads, because we wanted to have this test once, but test multiple things or include multiple tests in this. So we are not going to just invest in one basket. Have a flexible test up. So as I mentioned, that the issue that we face with Meta, with the scan, and the plan for possible different outcomes, because it's not going to end up maybe how you expected from the project. And I guess the biggest thing that I need to highlight is the collaboration between teams, because again, that's crucial, and always have the other perspective for your app product, even though you're running a marketing project. So thank you.